Hey guys, Zodiacs here and welcome to an Airlines Manager video. In this one I'm going to be showing you how to use the Airlines Painter on the web version. So once you've logged in to your game, you click on this icon down here, Airlines Painter, and that will redirect you to the Airlines Painter. Click the aircraft and it should open a new tab for you with the Airlines Painter. Now in this one I'm going to show you a few of the little tools that you can use and how to use them, as well as there's a couple of bugs that I'm aware of in the web version. So I'm going to pick that as it's the first aircraft there. So this is the main creator's screen then. So on the web version you need to use your Control and Shift button. So at the moment we're in the transform section, so you can just grab the plane and move them around as you wish. Control and scroll will let you zoom in and out, and then Shift and scroll pitches the aircraft nose up and down. So then obviously quite simple. You have the brush, so just it paints wherever your cursor is. Obviously undo button in the corner. Nice slider there to change the size, so you can go for a nice big polka dot or small ones. Eraser button if you want to erase finer detail. Stickers. So stickers are images that you can have saved onto your computer that will that you can use to stick. It does have a few what's the word I'm looking for? It's got some stickers there ready for you to use at least. Or if not, you can hit custom sticker, and if you click on that it opens up the folder, and you can browse for any pictures. Go for that one, whatever that is. And you can change colours like so. Not sure why that one says link, but anyhow. And then you hit the stamp button at the end to stamp it in. You do have a reverse one, so you can stamp it like that. Sometimes if you have it reversed like this and then you go to change image, for example, you might be wondering why I have Katy Perry ones. That's because part of my alliance we had a music theory, a music genre for our monthly livery challenge. Sometimes when you change it though, it doesn't show you that it's already reversed, so you have to just double click on the reverse. You do also have a text feature. There's a few different fonts there, and you can just type in what you want and stamp it. The other thing to note as well is it sometimes decides it wants to stamp itself. That's the other bug in the web version, so sometimes you just have to be aware whether you've accidentally stamped something that you didn't want to. The fill is pretty self-explanatory. You just click on it and it fills the entire aircraft. I was hoping that they'd update this so that the nacelles and the tail, for example, were in a different section, so that when you go to fill and you click the nacelle, only the nacelle takes that colour, but unfortunately that is not a feature. And then line, if you go for that for example, and you can just draw straight lines across. Right, that's the main features on how to create stuff. The other features you have are over here. So you can show and mask layers. So if I click show, I can toggle off the layers that I've already got on there. The mask button turns off everything that's, it shows you what's not on the aircraft. Whereas if you have that selected, it isn't. If you go for another layer, then you can click on another layer. So I can now draw another white line straight across the middle of it. But if I then go, actually I only want half of that white line, I can then bring in my eraser and I can erase half of it. and it will only erase what's on the layer that you're currently on. So everything on the layer below you won't get touched now that you're on a different layer. So that's the advantage of the layer tool. It allows you to overlap all your any images or paintwork, and then you can edit that paintwork without it affecting anything underneath you. The other thing that we can do on this, I'm just going to do this. So I'm going to stamp a zodiacs on there, and by using the pixel button, what that does is it turns on a big filter basically. So if I then go onto my brush and I want to change colour, but I only want to change colour to what I've already printed onto, I'm going to change a different colour actually, I'll go for a red. I only want to change the colour of what I've already put onto that layer. So by doing the pixel, if I then colour across, it will only colour in what you've already stamped. So obviously I have the brush set on, I can't, clicking anywhere else like over here, it won't let me do it because I've got the pixel turned on. So you have to remember to turn it off as well. So that will just allow you to edit what's already been put onto the aircraft. So you need to make sure you toggle that off then, and once you've toggled that off, as you can see, I can then start drawing on my plane again. So obviously the other side to that is then you can just delete layers, so you can just delete layer and it will go completely. That's kind of self-explanatory. You know, the most complex liveries you can have tons of layers on it, just to help you to get you the detail that you want into it. The good thing about the eraser tool, so if you hit the transform and if you zoom right in, say for example you actually want your fuselage and your nacelle to be a different colour, so you can use the eraser tool, get rid of all that. Oh, I've just done there, so I want to get rid of that. So if I want my nacelle to remain white, you've just got to then do try and be as neat as possible. That's the one advantage that I do like about the computer over the versions on the mobile, is that you have a mouse, and for me at least, I have a lot better control with a mouse than I do with my fingertips. So like for this, yeah, you can just use the eraser. If you do a click at a time, if you're not happy with the click, you can then just undo it and try again. So you can just go along the edge of the nacelle like so, and then shrink your size down just to get the last little bit. And if you think, oh, that bit's gone a bit too far, you can undo and then try it again. So that's the kind of what you have to do if you want your nacelles to be a different colour. Obviously on this aircraft there are no winglets, but yeah, that's usually the easiest way to do it. And you can also use the layering tool so that you can erase around the nacelle. For example, if you have the nacelle as a different colour, you can erase around the nacelle without erasing what's underneath it, the base colour, and the same goes for the winglets. Once you're done and you don't want, the easiest way to go back is this refresh button, and that just brings the aircraft back into the centre for you. So there you have it, guys. Once you've finished with that, you can save your livery and then upload it to your game, and it will then be available for you to activate in game at a cost of 20 AM coins, or you get a free one every 14 days, I believe it is. So if you're a big livery maker like I am, I tend to make quite a lot of liveries for my aircraft, so you do have to pay the 20 coins to get all of them going, or you can just wait and upload one every 14 days. You can upload them to the game without it costing you. It just only costs you if you haven't got your free one. It will only cost you if you want to actually purchase the livery effectively within the game. Obviously it's a one-time purchase only, so once you've paid for it once, you don't have to pay for it ever again. So there's my tutorial, just a quick demonstration of how everything works. Once again, the only bugs that I'm aware, I'm using Google Chrome. I do know that some people find other web browsers to be they sometimes have a few other bugs that I've heard about, but on Google Chrome the only issues I've ever had has been the accidental stamping, or it randomly stamps itself on the stickers without you actually having to press the button. It sometimes just decides to do it itself. The other one I know of is if you have an image reversed and then you change it to something else, sometimes it shows it as the correct way round when you have got the image reversed. So you'll line everything up and you'll stamp it, but it will stamp it the way it should be stamped, like the way it should be, which is in the reverse position. Unfortunately, it's actually working at this time when I'm trying to demonstrate it to you. But yeah, typically. So yeah, hopefully that's been helpful to you guys. If you've liked the video, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for future Airlines Manager videos, as well as my other content that I create. But other than that, thanks for watching guys, and I will catch you again next time. See you again soon.